Welcome everyone to the season finale at Everton on season 1 of the Premier League here on FIFA 21. If you enjoyed this first season at Everton, let's hit 4,000 likes on this video if you could be so kind. The channel has grown really well over the past 10 days or so, and I'd love to keep that going for as long as possible. And your continued support with liking the videos and leaving your feedback in the comments section make sure that the content is pushed to new people and the channel continues to grow and we continue to thrive here on the ChesnoidGaming channel. It really does mean the world to me that you guys have shown such support for this Everton series. Please do continue to do so. Let me know in the comment section down below, actually, what's been your favourite moment of this first season? For me, I think my favourite moment was probably getting to an FA Cup final. Hopefully, after the FA Cup final tomorrow, my favourite moment will have changed and it'll be winning that FA Cup final, but time will tell. Hopefully, we can finish in a Europa League spot in the league as well. We should qualify for the Europa League anyway, thanks to our FA Cup final appearance against Liverpool, who were about to win the league. But I'd love to do it via a league finish, not only to do it via a league finish, but also to get extra prize money as well. So, fingers crossed we can do that. We stand the faintest chance of finishing in 4th. But we have Manchester City and Arsenal in our final 3 games. Tottenham Hotspur have, let's have a look. They have West Ham, who's the game we have in between Manchester City and Arsenal. Tottenham also have, I'm really curious to know who they've got actually, Crystal Palace away. Crystal Palace is sat mid-table. It's not necessarily an easy fixture. And then Newcastle away. Newcastle sitting 15th, and, well, they're not going to get relegated, and they're not going to finish in the top half, so they don't really have anything to play for. I think 5th is going to be our ceiling, but we're going to have to make sure that we get the results the best results we can to ensure we do get that 5th, because currently Leicester occupy that position. We do have a game in hand, but as we say, with Manchester United and Arsenal today, it's not going to be straightforward. Game against West Ham midweek as well, to throw a curveball in there too. Let's see what we can do against Manchester City to start things off. Actually, one thing I do want to do, and act upon yet more advice from you guys in the comments section, is on the back of changing Sar's development plan to improve his weak foot. You guys have asked me to change Calvert-Lewin's development plan as well to help improve his weak foot. We're currently training him as a mobile striker. You guys would like me to train him as a complete striker to improve that weak foot and get that up from a 3-star to a 4-star. We have seen a number of chances on his left foot be missed, whereas the majority of chances on his right go in. Also, significantly increasing his composure stat, which obviously as a striker is very important. So that should be a positive move. It's going to improve his finishing as well, which is significantly boosted by his high match sharpness and morale boosts. As you can see there, an extra +5. If you were wondering if the boosts were a bit overpowered from the sharpness and match fitness, etc., and morale, then don't fear, they're not, and I explain why in yesterday's second video of the day, where we talked about the news coming from the developers about fixes for career mode and why some things are the way they are. I talk about the boosts, etc. in that video, so do check that video on the channel page if you missed it. If you did miss it and you weren't aware that it went up, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know it every time a video goes live, because from time to time there will be extra videos like the one yesterday, and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything. So it looks like that's going to be their starting lineup. That's their probable lineup anyway. Again, frustratingly, it seems that Manchester City are having issues with where they play their players. That had Alwar on right wing and Kyle Walker at CDM. I will bring that up to the devs as well, again. And I don't know, it seems to be just the same sides. It was only City and Palace that had problems with it earlier on in the season as well. It's really strange that it seems to be just like 1 or 2 teams. I asked for you guys to leave me feedback about that in yesterday's developer episode, or developer video. And do let me know in the comment section down below as well. Have you had, like, A, have you had players line up out of position? And B, what teams have they been? Because for me, it's only been, like, Manchester City and Palace right at the beginning. Other than that, it's not been a problem. So I'm curious to know if it's just an issue with a couple of teams or if it is a wider issue. But hopefully it'll be fixed sooner rather than later. It was in FIFA 20, so it should be in FIFA 21. And there are a number of fixes coming in the first patch. As of yet, we don't have a date for it, but there are a number of fixes coming in that patch. So let's see what side. Oh, I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for the graphics now that I'm still mid-spiel. Let's see. Are they going with that lineup? They are. So they've got. To be fair, Kyle Walker probably could play at right back, but they've got Kyle Walker centre back. Sorry, they've got Kyle Walker at centre back. Houssem Aouar wide right. Bernardo Silva at centre mid. But Bernardo Silva can and does play at centre mid. But ideally, you'd have them the other way around. And Laporte does play at left back on occasion, so that's not necessarily a problem either. Let me just go in there actually. And I'm going to take a picture with my Elgato so I can put a picture of that into the Discord with the devs and show them exactly what's happening. Right, enough talking, more football. Everton versus Manchester City. In there to Alex Iwobi, who's getting increasingly large support from you guys in that cam roll. And understandably so too. Get this quickly to Zaha. Try and turn Aurier. And we get the shot off, but it's a good save by Edison. I can't actually get to the loose ball there. With whoever it was that was trying to pick up the ball as it dropped free. Calvert-Lewin's made a good run. Try and return it back to Iwobi. And Alex Iwobi really is the man of the moment this season. Since James' injury, he has been arguably the best player in the team. Certainly up there alongside Dominic Calvert-Lewin at the very least. Alex Iwobi proving to be one of the best players in the Premier League right now, to be fair. Genuinely. Gives us a 1-0 lead here against Manchester City. And if we beat City, I can't remember who it was that was chasing Liverpool or who was closest with what games in hand. But I think if we win this, that hands, rather frustratingly as Everton, that hands Liverpool the Premier League title. City have been playing a very high pressing game in the midfield and, to be fair, from the forward line as well. And it's been very difficult to break down or to get past when they've had the ball in my final third, or their final third, my defensive area. But once I break through that initial press, we are finding that we're able to get... nice tackle by Davies. We are finding we're able to get quite comfortably in on goal. But it's when they get to here and then getting out of this this area of the field, that's the difficult bit. I keep getting pressed in. But so far, we've played well. But they keep finding Raheem Sterling on this left-hand side in space. Thankfully, his first touch let him down a couple of moments ago, and he wasn't able to find a teammate or keep the ball in. He's found a teammate here, and it's a lovely block. Digne didn't necessarily get rid of that as best he could. Don't give a foul there. I've clearly won the ball. No! Mason Holgate. I need to see a replay of that. He has dragged it back there, Kevin De Bruyne. But I'm sure I got a toe to that. I'm sure I got a toe to that. Show me a replay, ref. He's not going to book him. Come on, give me the replay. I've asked to skip this cutscene. I'm sure I got a toe to that. No, I don't think I did. I think it was the drag back from De Bruyne. Oh, quick feet from the Belgian. And he's going to have a chance himself to bury this, to give City an equaliser. He's going to go left. He does. Oh, my God. If that isn't the best penalty I've ever seen scored against me on FIFA 21. Talk about postage stamp top corner. Stanchion finish from Kevin De Bruyne. That is a ridiculous penalty. Kev, I know you're the world's best midfielder, but even still for you, that's a wonderful penalty. And my guy's almost celebrating it. It was that good. Oh, wow. His 8th goal of the Premier League season. Take nothing away from Kevin De Bruyne there. He earned the penalty, and my God, did he finish it well. 1-1 at Goodison Park. To Sergio Aguero. To Bernardo Silva. Across to Sterling. Good footwork from Raheem, and then he's got the pace to get away. Kyle Walker into Bernardo Silva. He's on his right foot. That's not dangerous. Kevin De Bruyne was on his right foot. That is dangerous. But thankfully, Jordan Pickford springs away to make a good save, and City don't take the lead. I really would like to finish in 5th if we can this season. And this draw would take us level on points with Leicester if it stays as is. And I don't know off the top of my head whose goal difference is better. I'd imagine ours, because we have been pretty strong goal difference-wise so far this season. But I am going to need to ensure that I get a point from this game to even have that become a factor. And as things stand, we're not getting a point, because Manchester City have just gone 2-1 up, thanks to Bernardo Silva tucking that home. Playing centrally and having an impact. Bernardo Silva, Aguero, great footwork, and he's on his own there. Defenders just not tracking runs. Right, his 11th goal of the season. City mean business. They want that title, or at least want to take it as far as they possibly can before Liverpool probably win it. Oh, man. Holgate, just lift that over, trying to bypass their midfield press entirely. And it could actually work. Calvert-Lewin is away, and he'll have the overall sprint speed to get there. If I can find Richarlison, which we can, we will level this game up at 2-2. I wasn't sure if he was going to get that away there. Richarlison loves scoring goals in an Everton top. Even Wilfred Zaha's getting involved with the chicken dance now. Calvert-Lewin, it wasn't the best of passes, to be fair, and when he rolled it across his body, I thought, I've done too much here, and Edison's going to... Oh, I'm not sure what actually happened with Richarlison's feet there. That was a little bit odd from the physics engine. I'll take it. Doesn't bother me now. We've equalised against City. And as things stand, we should be going back 5th in the Premier League, as they're about to bring us out Ferran Torres on for Houssem Aouar on the right-hand side of their midfield. So they do now have a right-sided midfielder playing on the right-hand side of midfield. So not that Houssem Aouar did a bad job at right wing, but yes, Ferran Torres on. And hopefully he can have a quiet game, but he's a very talented young man. We'll wait and see if he has much of an impact. Hopefully not. He's being immediately involved. And here he is, trying to challenge Lucas Digne, one of the best left-backs in the Premier League. I'm going to go for it. That could have been a risky move. It was a risky move. It's one that paid off, thankfully. Just timed the slide tackle right from Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson? Tom Davies. I don't know who Tom Wilson is. And Digne clears with a header from the corner. Just under half an hour to go. If we can hold on to a 2-2 scoreline, I'll be happy enough with that, I think. Plenty of goals in this season finale. Hopefully, plenty more action to come. Forward to Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin will just play the 1-2. And then John Joe Kenny's made a great run. A brilliant run. I'll drill it into the middle where Dominic Calvert-Lewin... puts it wide on that 3-star weak foot. That's why we're training his weak foot to be 4 stars. That's why you guys told me to change his weak foot to 4 stars. De Bruyne off and Phil Foden on. Playing in central midfield, where he should be. Oh, man. Dominic. I didn't really have the space to take a touch there, or did I? Not sure. Richarlison, of course, has that 5-star weak foot, which is why he was able to tuck his chance away so well. And the 3-star weak foot on Calvert-Lewin is why he didn't do exactly the same. Still 2-2, 20 minutes to go. Still drag back. See the run from Foden. Oh, I hadn't seen the space for Ferran Torres, though, on this side of the pitch. And he's worked the ball about really nicely. He's got some space. He's going to fire in a shot, and it goes just wide. City have been so dangerous in this game. It's been one of the most difficult games I've played so far this season for creativity for the opposition. They've had so many chances. Thankfully, they haven't taken the majority of them. And we still stand a chance of getting something from this game. Back to Alex Iwobi there, trying to get away from Kyle Walker, who's had a very solid game at CDM, it has to be said. And if I can find Iwobi over the top, please, volley it! No! Iwobi's missed! Oh, I'm having the chances to win it. They're having chances to win it, we're having chances to win it, and nobody can get a third goal. There's Bernardo Silva back to Aguero. Quick football again from City. Walker finds Aguero again. You can't let him have time and space because he's so deadly in front of goal. Ferran Torres. Tom Davies is doing was doing a really good job of stepping in for Abdoulaye Doucouré as a CDM. Kyle Walker trying to do his best job at CDM. That's going to fall free for Bernardo Silva, and still City could win it at the end of this game. Foden is left-footed, so I'm trying to keep him off that left foot. Ferran Torres, I think he's right-footed, but I genuinely don't know off the top of my head. Digne, though, puts a foot in, and maybe on the counter-attack, now with City having committed bodies forward, we can win it at the death. And Calvert-Lewin is available in the middle again, and he's on his right foot this time. No, and he's fired it straight to Ederson! Oh, man! We've had the chances. They've had the chances, and nobody can get a third goal. Tom Davies is available here. Calvert-Lewin in again. On his left. Yes! We've done it in the last minute. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Who needs a 4-star weak foot? Him, probably. But we'll take it. I might have cracked my green screen there, and it might now be showing. No, it's not. Okay, good. Ah! Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Brilliant footwork to get there ahead of Fernandinho. Just striking off the Brazilian. knocking him to ground and powering it home. Everton 3, Manchester City 2. We will take 3 points from this. And he has 25 goals in the Premier League now. Your Golden Boot winner and match winner, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Well, that was a breathless end to a game of football, wasn't it? Oh, dearie me. Talk about keeping the entertainment till the end of the season. We might have lost the Merseyside derby in the last episode yesterday. That was a hell of a game. So was this one. We beat Manchester City and probably actually hand Liverpool the title. I'm going to have a quick check of the league table after that game. Leicester have won on match day 37, annoyingly. So they're still above us in 5th. And yes, a draw would take us above them. So if we only get a draw against West Ham or Arsenal, we will finish above Leicester if we just get 4 points remaining this season. If we could just get 4 points from the final 2 games, we will finish 5th. We are not going to be able to finish 4th now, as Spurs are 8 points clear with 6 points available. And Liverpool have now won the league by a hell of a margin as well. 87 points with the potential to get to 93. Oh, congratulations, Liverpool, on back-to-back Premier League titles. Never mind, let's see if we can finish the season strong. We certainly have started the episode well against Manchester City there. I might play not a full rotated 11, but I'm going to give some fringe players the chance to start here against West Ham. We are at home again, was it? At home again? No, we're away. Okay. Well, regardless, I'm going to give some players the opportunity to start in this game that don't ordinarily get the opportunity to try and ensure that they can still have a part to play this season. Moise Kean, seeing as Calvert-Lewin has won the Golden Boot, I'll give Moise Kean the start, and we'll give Godfrey a start ahead of Mason Holgate as well. Other than that, I'm quite happy to leave it as is. There's nobody really outside of well, maybe Montiel, outside of the first team squad and bench that can be involved, really. Right, let's go and play West Ham United away. We know 4 points from these last 2 games, we will finish 5th. But I need to make sure that we get those 4 points. Otherwise, Leicester will beat me to that position. West Ham, Lukasz Fabianski in goal. Buta, Clinton Mata, Victor Lindelöf even, and Aaron Cresswell at the back. Declan Rice, Maximilian Eggestein, Jared Bowen, Jack Wilshere, Pablo Fornals with Sebastian Haller. I remember asking the question in January, I wonder whether it's Maximiliano or Johannes Eggestein that West Ham signed. There's your answer. It's Max, the centre mid, not Johannes, the winger. Right. This is probably the one of the 2 that we stand the best chance of winning out of West Ham United and Arsenal, isn't it, really? Going to keep hammering on about it. 4 points, boys. 4 points is all we need. Sebastian Haller. Yes, so much to play for. I didn't realise Chelsea was so close as well, actually. I think they might have played 37 games, though. I recall them being 5 points behind us. Oh, that's probably a foul. Yep. I think Chelsea have played on their match day 37. But if we lose this, it's going to be a real battle. That's poor from Clinton Mata. It's going to be a real battle for that 5th spot on the final match day, isn't it? With the possibility that 3 sides could finish there. Ben Godfrey's done wonders there to win that back after my really, really poor mistake. Iwobi will look to spread this out wide here to Wilfred Zaha, who is in behind. Now, Buta is quick, but he's not closed me down here. And Zaha's done brilliantly. And can we find... It's Ismail Assar tucking in. Good shot, well blocked. His weak foot is in the process of being improved, of course, Ismail Assar. Andre Gomez to deliver the corner. Ben Godfrey underneath. No, Victor Lindelöf underneath it. Quickly forward. Montiel. I don't fancy him for a shot from there. I don't fancy Ben Godfrey for a shot from there either. And Iwobi's first touch needs to be better. Win this header, though. Well up, Alan. Get that around the corner. Tried from Iwobi. Failed from Iwobi. Not having the best of games here, Alex. Unfortunately for him so far. But we know from experience this season, he does have the quality to be a player to watch. And a player that West Ham certainly can't leave too much space around. To be fair, they have closed him down very quickly on every occasion that he's had possession so far. They're certainly isolating him as a dangerous player and keeping him quiet. It's worked so far, but given one clear-cut opportunity, I think Alex Iwobi will tuck a chance away. Could go for a 1-2 here. We have done. Can he turn provider? Moise Kean! Good save by Fabianski. And Buta will clear away. Jack Wilshere. Gabama carrying a knock at the minute. They're about to talk about it. Shoulder, apparently. Shoulder. Oh, yeah, you can see him holding it there. I'm sure he'll be all right. Shoulder injury shouldn't keep him out for too long, unless it's dislocated. That could be a few weeks, but he's still able to carry on. So, for the time being, I'll leave him on the field. Looking for Iwobi. Make the run, please, Ismaila. He's in. Ismaila Sarr! Fabianski again with a good save. We'll keep the ball here, will we, with Andre Gomez? No, he's going to kick it off the pitch. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate that, mate. Toby Alderweireld going to Barcelona. Okay, hello. Unexpected transfer. 10 minutes to go in this half. And so far, 0-0. But we have been really the only side that have threatened that score sheet. We just haven't gotten one yet. Come on. It's been a game of few chances, in stark contrast to the last one we just played. But Ismaila Sarr. Oh, Moise Kean! Couldn't have been more lucky. Couldn't have been more lucky, but I'll take it. That goal could be the goal that seals our 5th place position and ensures that we get as much prize money as physically possible to go towards our transfer budget next season. Fabianski's been really good so far with those shots across goal by pushing them to safety. This one, he didn't quite get right, and it's fallen right there for Moise Kean to bury home. Only his 4th goal in the Premier League, but he tends to score important goals, and that one could be really important. That's going to put us back 5th for the final day against Arsenal, provided we can hold on to this 1-0 lead for the remaining 15 minutes or so. Arsenal 2-0 up against Liverpool as well. Lol. They win the league, Liverpool get a guard of honour, presumably, at Anfield from Arsenal, and then lose the next game. Well done, lads. Wilshere. Allaire looking to get in behind. He's not massively fast. Allaire. He's pinged a good ball, though. He's picked up Pablo Fornals brilliantly. Do not concede, Ches. Let's keep a clean sheet. I know I don't keep many, but I certainly could do with one now. Max Egerstein goes backwards. I'm quite happy for them to do that. Lindelöf forward to Jack Wilshere. Bit of space here, Jack. And he's worked it really well. Oh, vital interception from Ben Godfrey. Well done, Ben. I needed that very much so. Moise Kean. Nice turn, actually. And it's allowed Wilfried Zaha to push on past him. Got Iwobi in the middle. I'm actually going to try and pull this back, looking for Moise Kean to grab another, which he has duly done. 5 for Moise Kean for the season. 2 for us here. The goals have come late, but they've been worth waiting for. Lovely pass from Wilfried Zaha to feed that into the path of Moise Kean. Genuinely, really, really high quality pass. Good first touch and a good finish. We'll take it. We're going to go 5th. Allaire trying to get a consolation goal for West Ham, and it would be just that if they are to get one, and it would mean that I'm very thankful for Moise Kean scoring that second, but thankfully they've given possession away there, West Ham. Actually, Alex Iwobi's had a pretty quiet game, unfortunately for him. Oh, that's a nice turn by Jarrod Bowen. They might still get a chance here, West Ham. Working it forward to Wilshere. He's got options. I'm going to try and lunge in where with Gabama we've done well, and that should be game. We'll get it forward, and indeed it is. Right, so on the final day against Arsenal, we will start the day in 5th, but could end the day in 7th, I think. Arsenal win 2-1 against Liverpool in the end. Manchester United win 4, and Spurs by a goal to 0 as well. Right, can we finish 7th? We could, actually. Although, what's goal difference like? Goal difference is heavily in our favour again, actually. So, a win guarantees us 5th place. We're 2 points above Leicester. A point would be enough. Really, we're 2 points clear of Leicester. And our goal difference is +9 in favour. So unless... Who have Leicester got? Unless Leicester beat Crystal Palace by 9 goals to 0 or 10 goals to 1, we need just a point against Arsenal to get ourselves 5th place. We know what we have to do. At the top, everything's decided. City, well, to be fair, City, Spurs and Manchester United are still fighting out over 2nd, 3rd and 4th, but the title is decided. 5th is pretty much decided. 6th or 7th is up for grabs. 8th or 9th is up for grabs. 11th and 12th, sorry, 10th and 11th is up for grabs. Seems to be going in 2s, doesn't it? Brighton are almost certainly going to finish ahead of Aston Villa and Southampton, who are almost certainly going to finish ahead of Newcastle. At the bottom, though, Sheffield United could survive. It would take a hell of a swing, but Burnley mathematically could survive. Fulham, so two of Burnley, Sheffield United, Fulham or Leeds will go down this year. West Brom relegated a long time ago. Burnley have Liverpool away. Sorry, Burnley. I think you're getting relegated, lads. Sheffield United. Oh, wow. Wow. Sheffield United have Leeds on the final day. What a game at Bramall Lane. A Yorkshire derby, West versus South versus West, I guess. Sheffield United versus Leeds. South Yorkshire versus West Yorkshire in a battle to stay in the Premier League. Fulham have Southampton, who are 14th, so Fulham at home at least. Woo! That is a huge game of football at Bramall Lane. We, though, know that a point will guarantee us 5th place, so let's go and get that point, shall we? Arsenal's 11, Bernd Leno in goal. Cedric, Gabriel, David Luiz, Mustafi and Kieran Tierney. Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka with Willian, Weghorst and Martinelli. Weghorst is actually second in the top goal scorer charts now. 20 goals this season for Wout Weghorst. So Danger Man is him for this tie. We have, however, our own Danger Man. Who's going to win the Golden Boot? Unless Weghorst scores 6 here and Calvert-Lewin doesn't score at all. Bring it on, Arsenal. And then drive it out wide there to Richarlison. It is raining quite heavily here at the moment at the Emirates, so I expect that to have an impact on the sort of football played. Iwobi trying to prove himself against his former team, and I'm trying a little bit too hard to get something with Iwobi there, trying to force a pass that was never really going to find its way through. Richarlison looks to find David Luiz. Well, he did find David Luiz. He looked to find Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now Willian could be in here, but Weghorst turning back to find Danny Ceballos instead. I don't believe Weghorst is that quick. I think he's more of a Olivier Giroud-style striker than a Kylian Mbappe. But certainly a goal-scoring threat for them with 20 goals in however many games he's played so far this season. That was poor from me, trying to squeeze that down the line to Wilfried Zaha. Leicester have gone 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. So if Arsenal beat me here and Leicester hold on to that result, we will finish 6th. As things stand, we are finishing in 5th, however, only on goal difference. I would like to ensure that we get victory here and do it on a points advantage. Lovely, attempted turn by Richarlison, trying to do what he did to Manchester City, but the defender was in closer proximity this time and able to deny him that opportunity. Here's Willian with 21 minutes played. No side really has caused a problem for either goalkeeper yet. But Arsenal looking to do something here. Digne trying to slow that down. Lovely little back heel by Danny Ceballos, who's fed back in. And Weghorst has options. He's found Ceballos the 1-2, and they lead Arsenal. And Weghorst has his 21st goal of the season. Off to celebrate on his own, apparently. Now the players come across to join him. That's something that hopefully will be fixed soon in 21 as well. 1-0 down against Arsenal. In the live table, we're sat in 6th. Digne inside to Davies. Here's Iwobi. Allen through the gap nicely to Calvert-Lewin. Waiting for support. Look how many Arsenal shirts are back there. They've gone very defensive here, Arsenal. Iwobi trying to work some space in and about the edge of the box. Tom Davies. What a goal this would be. Leno with a relatively comfortable save. Not able to get that as far in the corner as I hoped to with Tom Davies. We're up against it here. When I saw that we were only going to need a point to finish in 5th, and it was only going to be 2 points we'd need from these 2 games, not 4. I felt, there you go. That's us pretty much guaranteed 5th. Calvert-Lewin can't quite get there. Can he get himself back in the mix, though, for John Joe Kenny to find him? No, but can Zaha win that? No, David Luiz. I thought we were solid. I underestimated Arsenal and overestimated West Ham, I think. 1-0 down here, and we can't seem to create a clear-cut chance. Just that pop shot from the edge of the box from Tom Davies and a hopeful cross that Calvert-Lewin couldn't find himself on the end from so far in this first half. Not good enough. Holgate, I'll ping this. To Richarlison was my plan. Never mind. There's Richarlison. Everton struggling here against just the sheer numbers of Arsenal men that are back. It's a lovely ball, though, looking for Wilfried Zaha, who's in behind. And I'll drop the shoulder on the defender that's there with me. And Zaha, Draws a world-class save out of Bernd Leno. That was flying tops. Great angle for the replay as well, just to show you that, yes, that was flying right into the top corner. And Bernd Leno at full stretch to deny us an equaliser before half-time. Oh, Gabriel wins that header. Yep, it's to be 1-0 Arsenal at the break. So at half-time, in that Yorkshire derby, Sheffield United are drawing with Leeds, meaning that as things stand, Sheffield United will go down and Leeds will survive. But much as I am intrigued by the relegation situation, I can't take my eyes off this game right now because we still have a job to do in this second half. I do still only need one goal. It's not like we're desperate for the win now that we initially thought we were going to be at the beginning of the episode, but I still need to avoid defeat here at the Emirates, and as things stand, we're headed towards a rather drab 1-0 defeat in the final game of the season, which is not the way that our season deserves to end. Oh, lovely ball through to Richarlison. Leicester go 2-0 up, and Leno makes the save. How have we not scored there? Oh, Tom Davies trying to find the space. Calvert-Lewin across to Allen. Allen with a shot. Leno with a save again. Oh, how's Richarlison not tucked that away? I can't believe Leno's been able to keep that out. Calvert-Lewin could win this header. Mustafi does, and it's away. I'm trying everything to score here against Arsenal, but they are standing defensively solid, which is not usually a trait you attribute to Arsenal. Get that quickly to Zaha, then look for Calvert-Lewin. Spin the defender. He's done well. Richarlison's there. There's not much room. Richarlison trying to get past Tierney, who can't. Is that a corner? It is. I mean, we're putting the pressure on here, and I'd love to score the goal to guarantee it in front of those travelling Everton fans. That's over. Richarlison, and cleared away by Martinelli. Arsenal pinned in now, leaving only one man forward, and still they haven't barely pushed out from the box. From the corner, they cleared it away and then just stayed where they were, almost expecting that second wave to come. Zaha with a little flick to Davies, into Zaha again. There's the goal! There's the goal! Wilfried Zaha was denied a worldie in the first half by Bernd Leno. He will not be denied just the goal in general. Get involved! Everton fans thrilled with that, as am I. Lovely little flick to get it to Tom Davies, who immediately slots him back in. Great movement by Wilfried Zaha to find the space in behind a resolute Arsenal defence that has stood firm for so long. They couldn't quite make it to the hour mark though. Look, 59:55 on the clock as we equalise and put ourselves back in 5th position. Martinelli has his pocket picked by John Joe Kenny, and Arsenal committed a handful of players forward to that attack. And, well, they've got themselves back in numbers still. That 5 at the back is really strong for Arsenal in this game. Oh, Alex Iwobi, please. Alex Iwobi, you deserve a goal against Arsenal. He hasn't been able to get it. Bernd Leno again in the way. My guy bending over double in frustration. Dino with the delivery. Calvert-Lewin underneath this. Who's it going to fall for? Gabaman with the header. Straight at Bernd Leno. We've done enough. We've done enough, but I'd love a win now that we're level, and we've got time to do it. 7 shots on target in this game. If Bernd Leno doesn't get man of the match in this 1-1 draw, then I don't know what's going on. Squeeze that forward there to Calvert-Lewin. Iwobi's going to make that good run, and we'll find Tom Davies here. And there's space for Luca Digne out wide. Cedric intercepts that really well, and now I've committed Digne forward. I'm short on numbers at the back. Weghorst is going to have to rely on some good hold-up play, which he's done well. Nicola Pepe rolls that into Weghorst again. Do not, Arsenal, please, God, don't score now. Thank you, Jean-Philippe. Good tackle, 10 minutes to go. No news yet about other games, not that I've noticed anyway, in the top right or in commentary. Get rid of this, please. Calvert-Lewin doing defensive work. Iwobi should be underneath this. It's a great touch to get him away from Granit Xhaka, and he's going to get past Granit Xhaka, and Martinelli, well, I mean, gives up on it, weirdly. That's really odd. Okay, well, thanks for the 2-1 lead. Unsure about that defending from the defender, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. We're a 5th in the Premier League. Weghorst, surrounded by blue and white shirts, but still able to find Granit Xhaka. He's gone backwards in support to David Luiz. Now here to Martinelli. To Kieran Tierney and Granit Xhaka again. 3 minutes added on. Oh, he gets lucky with the rebound there. Dani Ceballos driving forward. Finds Weghorst. They could still equalise here, Arsenal. Trying to Get the ball off him. He's gone backwards. There's support. There's the final whistle. Thank you, ref. Well, rather lucky with the goal that got us the win, but the point would have been enough. We finished 5th in the Premier League in our first season at Everton, which isn't enough to satisfy the board with regards where they wanted us to finish in the league. Well, West Ham beat Chelsea on the final day, and Leeds beat Sheffield United in the end, so they go down, unfortunately for them. I didn't see what the Burnley result was against Liverpool, but I imagine that they went down too. £163.2 million awarded from the Premier League to Everton Football Club for finishing in 5th in the table. We'll have the FA Cup final tomorrow as a one-off special. But the Premier League, and then we'll have a full season roundup after that FA Cup final special like we usually do. But we do finish in 5th. Liverpool win the league on 90 points. Manchester United 2nd on 83. City finish ahead of Spurs in 3rd on goal difference. Ourselves 5th, 6 points behind City and Spurs. 2 points ahead of Leicester. Chelsea 7th only. Wolves 8th. Arsenal 9th only. And West Ham round out the top 10. Relegated, Sheffield United, Burnley and West Brom. Fulham managed to survive on the final day. Or was it Sheffield United that was already in the relegation zone? I think it might be Sheffield United that were already in the relegation zone. Yeah, Fulham lost. Sheffield United lost. Yeah, Fulham were already surviving anyway. Sheffield United would have needed a win, as a point wouldn't have been enough goal difference-wise to finish above Fulham. Unfortunately for them, they lost to Leeds anyway, so it didn't matter. West Brom, Burnley and Sheffield United will leave us next year. And we'll have a full season roundup, like I say, after the FA Cup final against Liverpool in tomorrow's video. But we got the win against Arsenal, and we did just what we needed to ensure that we got that 5th spot in Europa League football. Unfortunately, not able to get the board expectation there for finishing in a Europa League spot. But manager rating is 79, which is good enough, and hopefully will be slightly higher should we win the FA Cup final tomorrow, which will be tough because it's against Liverpool, but we will give it our absolute all. Join me tomorrow. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to ensure you don't miss out on that FA Cup final, or of course the start of Season 2, which will be the day after. I'll see you in the FA Cup final at Wembley.